Started. I'm Nick Rackley, Director of Athletic Communications here at Angelo State. We're here at the post-game press conference following the second round of the NCAA tournament. I'm joined by Angelo State head coach Travis McCorkle, forward Grace Jordan, and defender Harper Saxon. Coach, tight affair for 90 minutes, and then get a goal 30 seconds into overtime. Kind of talk me through what you saw during this match.
Yeah, that was the first overtime, right?
Yes, sir.
I barely even remember.
First minute. 30 seconds in.
I was already planning on, what we need to do, because I told Grace before. I said, "Listen, I'm gonna go 10 minutes, and then I'll make a sub. So do everything you can in those 10 minutes to make an impact." So, I didn't score the goal. I'll give her credit, but she followed directions perfectly. They're such a good team. DBU is such a good team. Them having to play a couple more games, we knew that would be a tough situation for them. And that's why winning the conference tournament, beating them a second time, which made the difference for us to host, I think that was what led into this game. And so, DBU is so good. We had 18 shots today, 10 on goal. That's a great performance from us. Obviously I'd like to see, a goal or two in regulation off that many shots and that many being on frame, but another shutout, advancing to the fourth, the third round? Third round, a record now for ASU soccer. So proud of them and so happy for them.
One thing I noticed is that DBU kind of did a better job on the wings of not letting y'all get in behind, kind of like what y'all did, how y'all scored your goals in the conference final. What were the adjustments y'all made as you kept trying to find that goal? There was a bunch of things we talked about at halftime. One of the things we wanted our outside backs to step up higher, quicker, and not let DBU feel comfortable and just knock the ball around, because the slower the game, the more passes, the more comfortable that DBU is in that environment. And so that was one of the things, us just in the midfield. I don't know. I'll let you guys talk and say what you think, because you listened to the halftime. Maybe you remember some of it, but I'm kind of drawing a little bit of a blank right now about what we talked about at halftime. Anything? Nobody was listening to me, or they listened perfectly. There's a lot of little things that we want to do specific to DBU. Their number 4 is so good, so dynamic. Number 23 caused her so much grief a week ago, and so there were little adjustments that we made, and I think that we did a good job against them. They've got some special players, and Amber made some good saves. We had a couple of, I call them pucker moments, where I'm like, oh, don't let this happen. One of them was a big long ball, and I knew that Troost, I think is who she was going against, was going to bump her and make her miss. And then Hannah Carrier has played probably 20 minutes this season, comes over and helps her and just steals the ball and goes off. What a great debut for her to come into she hasn't played in a game in so long, and just to have her come in and make that moment possible was tremendous.
Coach, it seemed like the offense in the second half started to get a little bit more aggressive, creating space for a few more extra open shots at the end of the game. How comfortable were you, even though that the game did end in a tie, as far as going into overtime? How comfortable were you guys are going to stay aggressive going into overtime?
I'm comfortable knowing that the mentality of this team. I'm not comfortable in the situation because we know soccer is one of the least fair sports statistically. You can have this 22 shots and 20 on goal, and you can lose 1-0. So the stats don't always tell the story, but I feel good about this team. Like, this team just has confidence, and it's real confidence and it's real desire. They're not telling me what I want to hear, and they're not kind of talking to each other like, I'm kind of tired, now, and I want to go home for Thanksgiving, and they want to win the next game. We talked about this and we said, listen, the conference tournament final is going to be a step. Today was going to be a step. And that's what we want to keep doing, is taking another step forward and setting the bar higher and higher for ASU soccer. What we can do this year, I don't know. Mines is good, but Mines hasn't seen us yet in person. And I'm sorry. My throat gets dry. That's why Grace is supposed to talk for me. It's just, it's a good team, and they work hard. They don't take anything for granted. They've just improved so much, and I'm just very proud of them.
Ladies, this is the second week in a row you go into overtime with a tough team like DBU. What were the thoughts going into this overtime for you ladies?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just so proud of our defense and staying strong for the full 90 plus the 30 seconds this time that we had to go in overtime. I think it's a lot harder than it looks when our offense is getting chances and we're missing and not capitalizing on those, but our defense keeps us in the game sometimes. I'm so proud of those girls. Sometimes we don't get as much credit as like the forwards who are scoring the goals and getting the golden goal and everything, but defense keeps us in the game sometimes. I'm so proud of the girls that I'm back there with and for pushing through the full 90 minutes because it's hard. I'm proud of them.
I was definitely a little stressed out. I don't really like going into overtime a lot, but I felt very confident in this team and everything that we could do. I know the last time that we did go into overtime, we took care of business, and so I felt like we can just continue to do the same thing.
Grace, I want to ask about the goal. Coach said that he told you had 10 minutes and then he's going to make a switch. Just talk about what you saw in the goal. The ball kind of bounced around a little bit, fell to your feet. Just talk me through the 30 seconds of overtime.
When I passed it back to Nalia, who then kind of played up and they were kind of playing around, I started jogging up, and then when they kicked it over, in my mind I was just thinking like, I just feel like it's going to fall like through there, like I just have to be there just in case. And whenever Kylie hit the ball and it fell right in front of the goal, I was like, I'm here. I just put it in. I was just, really happy, really excited.
Yeah, I mean, so she just said right place, right time, but it's her making the decision to get there, to be confident, to do. It's no different than last week. Last week we finished 2 crosses on cutbacks. First one Grayson hits, the second one Abby hits. And we tell you all the time, expect the person to miss. Expect that you're going to be a part of the play. And like she said, she just knew that the ball was going to come to her. And that's not that she knows the future or something, she's not psychic, but she's just putting her mindset right that she's ready in that moment. And that's what gave her that opportunity to score that goal, is that it doesn't surprise her. She was there and ready for the moment.
How does this team keep continuing to thrive under pressure? Like Brian asked earlier, back-to-back weeks now you've gone to overtime, you've kept delivering in the clutch. What is it specifically about this team that makes the group so special?
Go ahead.
I think what makes this team special is just the bond that we all have and the energy that everyone on the team brings, no matter what anyone's role is. If you're a starter, a bench player, someone who comes in off the bench, like the whole team shows up every single day, every practice. Everyone is here, everyone wants to keep winning, everyone keeps the energy up no matter what. And also like our fans, getting to play at home is a huge advantage for us. Our fans are amazing. They bring so much energy. Even our other sports teams, they bring so much energy every single time we play at home, and I think that is one of the biggest things that keeps us going.
I think the other team's a little bit jealous of our fans, so they're going to be trying to get some tips and take some away and find some ways to get them. But yeah, the fans for sure help. And like she said, the fact that the other girls are on the team, even, we have some girls that we had to make decisions today that couldn't dress, but those girls still worked hard yesterday in practice. They worked hard this whole week, and they just understand that we win through the unity of the whole team, and it's not just the person who scored the goal. It's not just the goalkeeper that gets the shutout. The team defends, the team attacks, and they just really bought into that, and they trust each other, they support each other. There's nobody kind of, behind the scenes trying to be a puppet master and try and say, well, I want to do this so I can play more. I want to do this. They really have been very selfless and are there to support each other.
Coach, you've had a lot of talented teams in your time here at Angelo State. What's the biggest thing that has separated this team from other great teams that you've had in the past?
Winning this game is one of those things. Winning the tournament and the regular season. We did it one time before, I think, and that was in 2020 in the spring of COVID, where we won both. Other than that, this team's the first team that did it in a full regular season. And this is a team that I was probably ready to kill a couple of them about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks into the season. And she's shaking her head. She knows. Grace isn't going to say anything bad, but she knows too. But they bought in. They didn't just stop and say, no, we're not going to do this. I really feel grateful that they trusted me enough to say, let's try it. Let's do what they're asking, what the staff is asking them to do. and they've bought in, and that buy-in has made the difference for us. But yeah, I mean, you have to say this is one of the best ASU soccer teams of all time. They're in the third round. They've already won 2 trophies. You know, if Mesa can come and get that win, maybe we host that game. But, you know, there's just so many great things that this team has done. It has to be in the conversation for the best ever ASU soccer team. One of the best, if not the best. Has to be.
Well, not to burst the bubble a little bit, but Mines is up 3-1 in the 80th minute. So looks like a trip to Golden's on the docket for next weekend.
Yeah.
You know, what's this week going to be like for you to have Thanksgiving with the team and then travel up to Colorado to face very good team in Mines?
Yeah, I don't know all the details obviously yet. I don't know if we'd leave on Friday or if we'd leave on Saturday. I think the game is on Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
December 1st?
Yes, sir.
I would assume it's an afternoon game. Hopefully they don't want to play at night. Hopefully their players don't want to play at night in Colorado. It'll be us trying to get some warm clothes and get ready to go up there and show them that the team that they played, was it last year that we went there?
2 years.
Year before, 2 years ago? Yeah, and we played them in the regular season, right? Lost 4-0, 4-1? Do you remember?
Last year, 4-0, I believe.
4-0, that was last year?
Last year, yes, sir. Regular season.
Yeah, so I think that hopefully they look at all the film from last year and saying, we got this, no problem. This team is not that team. So we're going to put everything you have into it. The girls are going to do everything they can. You know, it's certainly something that we would love to achieve and get into whatever numbers it is, if it's Sweet 16 or 8 or whatever it is. They just want to win. And I think that's what they want to go there and do. Listen, if we're going to stay here, we're going to make sacrifices, it's to win. It's not just to go and get an experience. They've been to Mines before, so there's nothing special in just going there. Hopefully they're there for business. I think they will be.
Y'all got anything else? Coach, Grace, Harper, congratulations. Best of luck to you in the next round.
Thank you so much.